The Secret of the Depths of the Persian Gulf, a short story by Alizadeh.
In the scorching heat of the Persian Gulf summer, a research team from the University of Tehran embarked on a major scientific expedition to study the environmental conditions of the region's deep waters. This team comprised 10 of the finest scientists and researchers in the fields of biology and oceanography. Their research vessel, equipped with advanced tools like a small submarine and sonar devices, set sail towards the unknown depths of the sea. Just a few days into the mission, the team encountered unusual signals. These signals were coming from depths of over 2,000 meters and bore no resemblance to any known living organism. With a mix of curiosity and anxiety, the team decided to approach the source of these signals and examine them up close. No one knew what awaited them. The next morning, the research team launched their small submarine to reach the desired depth. The submarine's commander, Dr. Alizadeh, was one of the most experienced oceanographers in the country. Along with him, 2 other team members boarded the submarine and gradually descended into the depths. As they reached a depth of 1,000 meters, sunlight completely vanished, and absolute darkness took over. The only lights they could see were from the submarine's powerful projectors, illuminating the surrounding environment. However, these lights could not dispel the aura of dread that enveloped them. At a depth of 2,000 meters, the team encountered an unimaginable structure. Massive, collapsed buildings that appeared to belong to an ancient civilization emerged from the dark waters. No one could believe that such a city was hidden in the depths of the sea. It seemed to harbor a forgotten history. As they approached these structures, the team felt something was amiss. Every step they took, they sensed hidden eyes staring at them from the darkness. The air inside the submarine grew heavy, and an unspoken fear cast a shadow over the entire team. When the submarine reached the heart of the lost city, the projectors suddenly went out, plunging the submarine into complete darkness. Dr. Alizadeh's efforts to turn the projectors back on were in vain. At that moment, indistinct sounds were heard from outside the submarine, sounds that resembled the whispers of unknown creatures. The team members, with fear evident in their eyes, clung to each other and tried to maintain their composure. But when a mysterious, pale hand passed through the submarine's window, no one could contain their screams of terror. After strenuous efforts, Dr. Alizadeh managed to restart the submarine and quickly surfaced. All team members were in total shock and unable to process what they had witnessed. Upon returning to the ship, everyone was clearly dissuaded from continuing the mission. However, Dr. Alizadeh, always in pursuit of the truth, was determined to uncover the secret of this lost city. He documented all their observations and findings, and decided to return soon with a new team and better equipment. Meanwhile, the team members vowed not to reveal what they had seen to anyone until they returned. But could they really keep this terrifying secret? Back in Tehran, Dr. Alizadeh searched the university library and old archives for information about the lost city. He found ancient texts and old reports indicating the existence of a lost civilization in the depths of the Persian Gulf waters. But none of these texts could provide a clear answer. At the same time, nightly nightmares and horrific memories of that expedition haunted him. He was certain that he had to uncover the secret of the city. Consequently, he contacted several colleagues and prominent students to form a new team. It was decided that this time, they would return to the depths with full equipment and better preparation. The new team included 10 top researchers and students from various fields. Each member had a different specialty, ranging from archaeology to marine engineering. All were eager, albeit slightly fearful, for the new adventure. Alizadeh decided not to tell any of the new team members about his and the previous team's experiences to prevent unnecessary fear. This time, their goal was not only to discover ancient structures, but also to understand what awaited them in the dark depths, and whether they could find answers to their endless questions. When the ship reached the designated point, Dr. Alizadeh and his team prepared to descend once more. This time, they had 2 submarines to assist each other in case of any issues. Equipped with advanced gear and surveillance cameras, the team descended to the depth of 2,000 meters. As they reached the lost city, the ancient structures reappeared in the darkness. However, this time, the submarines continuously filmed and recorded all details. Approaching the ancient structures, the team noticed that something was hidden among the ruins, something that should not be awakened. The team moved slowly among the ruins, attempting to gather more information. Suddenly, one of the team members noticed a strange movement among the ruins. A large, dark shadow quickly passed through the darkness, terrifying the entire team. Everyone checked their cameras and equipment to see if they had captured this creature. What they saw in the footage was far more horrifying than they had imagined. Unknown creatures resembling humans, but with terrifying faces and long, bony hands, were moving among the ruins. Faced with the horrifying reality of these creatures, Dr. Alizadeh and his team decided to quickly surface. However, the unknown creatures were drawing closer to the submarines, attempting to attack. With great effort, the team managed to return the submarines to the surface and boarded the ship. Back on the ship, all team members were in shock and terror. They couldn't believe what they had encountered or how to react to this terrifying reality. Dr. Alizadeh decided to report all observations and recorded footage to higher authorities in hopes of finding a solution. Upon returning to Tehran, Dr. Alizadeh reported all observations and recorded footage to the university authorities and national security officials. After viewing the footage and hearing the team's reports, all officials concluded that this matter should be pursued with greater seriousness. A special committee was formed to investigate this horrifying discovery. This special committee included some of the country's most prominent scientists and researchers. After thoroughly examining the evidence, they concluded that these unknown creatures could pose a serious threat to the region. Consequently, it was decided that the research team should return to the depths with more military and protective equipment to conduct more precise investigations. The new team included researchers and military specialists, all specially trained for this mission. Equipped with more advanced gear and military weapons, they prepared to return to the depths. This time, all precautionary measures were taken to face the unknown creatures. Once again, the research vessel set off for the designated point, with all team members eagerly and anxiously waiting to see what awaited them. Dr. Alizadeh, chosen as the team leader, decided to inform all team members of the potential dangers. Entering the lost city, all team members carefully observed their surroundings. However, this time, the unknown creatures did not attack them. It seemed that these creatures were observing and studying the team. The research team proceeded with more caution in examining and studying the ruins. During their investigation, a team member named Dr. Rizai found an ancient map that appeared to show various pathways through the city. Using this map, the team gained access to unknown and hidden parts of the city. In one of these sections, they discovered a large temple that seemed to be the center of the ancient civilization. In this temple, the team encountered unknown beings who seemed to be the leaders or priests of this civilization. These beings spoke in an incomprehensible language, and their movements were slow and deliberate. Dr. Alizadeh, who had managed to understand a bit of their language, realized that they intended to guide the team to a specific place. Cautiously, the team followed the unknown beings and arrived at a large hall in the heart of the temple. In this hall stood a massive, mysterious statue that appeared to be a symbol of the gods of this ancient civilization. The walls of the hall were adorned with ancient carvings and inscriptions that narrated the stories of this civilization. Alizadeh and Dr. Rizai carefully examined these inscriptions and were able to understand parts of the civilization's story. They learned that this ancient civilization had sunk to the depths of the sea due to a natural disaster, and its people had transformed into the unknown beings they now encountered. These beings were now guarding the secrets of their civilization. Through further examination of the hall and inscriptions, the team discovered that the massive statue was actually a gateway to another world. This gateway could transport them to an unknown dimension of time and space. With this startling revelation, the team realized they faced a critical decision. Should they reveal this secret and risk potential dangers, or should they keep the gateway hidden forever? Dr. Alizadeh decided that the matter required more careful consideration and that no hasty decisions should be made. He instructed the team to gather all information and evidence and return to the surface to consult with higher authorities. After collecting all the evidence and documentation, the team quickly returned to the surface. All members were in a state of shock and anxiety, struggling to believe what they had encountered. Upon reaching the surface, they reported all information to higher authorities, and it was decided that a special meeting would be held to discuss. In this meeting, Dr. Alizadeh and his team presented all their findings. After thoroughly reviewing the evidence and consulting with various experts, it was decided that the secret must be kept hidden to prevent any potential danger. Following the officials' decision, all information about the lost city and the unknown beings was classified and stored in the nation's security archives. The research team was also ordered not to disclose any information about the mission. Alizadeh and his team were unhappy with this decision. They had no choice but to comply due to the sensitivity of the matter. However, Dr. Alizadeh, always in pursuit of the truth, decided to continue his research in secret. He believed that a way must be found to uncover the truth and solve the mystery. He and a few trusted colleagues began to study and analyze the evidence they had collected. Alizadeh and his colleagues meticulously examined the inscriptions and maps obtained from the temple. They realized that the massive statue was indeed a key to an unknown world that could reveal many secrets. With closer examination, they concluded that they needed to find a way to activate this gateway. Meanwhile, the unknown beings, aware of Dr. Alizadeh's actions, decided to protect their secrets. They slowly approached the surface, intending to eliminate anyone who got too close to their secret. One night, while Dr. Alizadeh and his team were examining the evidence, the unknown beings attacked them. These creatures, with incredible speed and strength, approached the team and attempted to eliminate them. Dr. Alizadeh, taken by surprise, quickly ordered his colleagues to gather the equipment and evidence and escape. After a frantic struggle, the team managed to escape the creatures and reach a safe location. This attack made it clear that the unknown beings were determined to prevent anyone from uncovering their secrets. Realizing the gravity of the threat, Dr. Alizadeh decided to find a way to confront these beings. Armed with military-grade equipment and advanced weaponry, Dr. Alizadeh and his team prepared to face the unknown creatures. Accompanied by a special military unit, they returned to the depths, aiming to defeat the creatures and unlock the secrets of the temple. In a fierce and terrifying battle, the team managed to eliminate some of the creatures and reach the temple. There, Dr. Alizadeh and his colleagues successfully activated the massive statue, opening the gateway to the unknown world. When the gate opened, the team entered a new and unknown world. This world was filled with strange lights and landscapes they had never seen before. The land and sky were illuminated with colors beyond their imagination, and creatures lived there that resembled nothing on Earth. Alizadeh and his team proceeded cautiously, observing their surroundings with care. They realized that this world not only harbored astonishing creatures, but also held secrets about ancient history and civilizations that could change the course of human history. During further exploration, the team encountered a massive building that seemed to be the center of this world. Inside, they found ancient inscriptions and carvings that told the stories of various civilizations. By examining these inscriptions, Dr. Alizadeh discovered that this world was actually a sanctuary for ancient civilizations that had taken refuge here due to natural disasters or wars. This sanctuary was protected by the mysterious beings who served as its guardians. Their duty was to safeguard the secrets of this world from any threat and ensure they were not revealed to the outside world. After uncovering this truth, the team decided to return to Earth and document their findings. However, before returning, Dr. Alizadeh negotiated with the leaders of the mysterious beings, asking for permission to return safely and keep the secret. The leaders agreed and reopened the gate. The team returned to Earth with extensive equipment and information and resolved to keep this secret forever. They knew that if this secret were exposed, it could lead to greater catastrophes and disrupt the natural balance. Upon their return, Dr. Alizadeh and his team stored all the evidence and documents in a secure location and told no one about their journey. They decided not to pass this secret to future generations, keeping it buried deep in history. Years passed, and Dr. Alizadeh, now old, still remembered his adventures in the depths of the Persian Gulf. He knew there were many secrets hidden in the sea that must remain concealed. He decided to write his memories in a journal and keep it, along with all the evidence, in a hidden place. Decades later, a young researcher named Dr. Sarah Naruzi, one of Dr. Alizadeh's former students, accidentally found his journal. Reading Dr. Alizadeh's memoirs, she realized that many secrets were hidden in the depths of the Persian Gulf. However, she also decided not to reveal this secret and to keep it as an untold legacy. Dr. Sarah Naruzi kept the journal in a safe place and decided, like her mentor, not to disclose the secret to anyone. She understood that some secrets should remain forever buried in history and should not be revealed, and so, the secret of the depths of the Persian Gulf remained hidden, continuing its existence in darkness and silence.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.